NBC5 investigates, and we saw a flurry of activity outside of the ICE processing center in Broadview. Our cameras were there as immigration agents brought in several people who were arrested during today's operations.
All while families waited anxiously outside, hoping for answers about their loved ones. They told us they don't know where they are or what happens next. Investigative reporter Bennett Haeberle has been looking into this. He joins us with more. Bennett?
Yeah, Marion and Stefan, we've heard from several family members who seem to be running into hurdles when it comes to obtaining information about their loved ones or their whereabouts. We've also asked for information from DHS and ICE, and we don't know the total number of people arrested here in Chicago or how many have been deported. What we do know that we've seen data showing those numbers increasing in recent months.
It's exhausting.
We first introduced you to Giselle Maldonado Wednesday. She came here to the ICE processing center looking for information on her uncles, Eder Nicholas Jimenez Barrios and Gabriel Soto Rivera. The Department of Homeland Security featured Soto Rivera in a press release of the so-called worst of the worst arrests. The Trump administration has said that the increased enforcement efforts here in Chicago are in part meant to address crime. And while DHS says Soto Rivera was arrested by Chicago police in 2010 for domestic battery, our search of court records have so far turned up no record of that.
I think it's just wrong. It's just wrong.
Since our interview, Giselle says she's now learned both her uncles were deported back to Mexico. Since Trump took office again in January, data obtained by NBC shows there's been a huge increase in the number of people arrested and designated for what's called expedited removal. More than 2,000 cases in the month of June alone. We watched a steady traffic flow of unmarked cars and immigration agents bringing in even more people Thursday. And we found more families telling us they're running into hurdles trying to obtain information.
We're losing people every day. Every day we're losing people.
This man told us his brother was picked up during a traffic stop Thursday morning. And these two women say their father, Rosalio Pelayo Salgado, is undocumented from Mexico and has lived here for more than 30 years.
It's unfair. It's not right.
Both women were born here and say their father was picked up September 10th at their home in Elgin. But they've only spoken to him once and do not know when he'll be back in immigration court. DHS also put out his photo, saying he had a history of 8 DUI arrests and other charges, including theft and a drug conviction. While our review did turn up a 2012 DUI conviction, we did not find the other charges.
We all make mistakes, but we also deserve a second chance to prove that we've bettered ourselves or, just anything in general. I think it's devastating, not only for us that we're, losing a father, but for other people too. They're losing a parent, a child, somebody important to them.
Beyond families, we saw protesters, both for the increased enforcement operations.
Just kind of show my support for what these guys are doing. I think that they're getting a bad rap, especially from our governor and our mayor.
And those opposed to what's happening.
I just hope that people know, people in these targeted communities, that there are a lot of people like me out here that are extremely concerned and are not okay with this.
And we have again asked ICE and DHS today for more information on the arrests and how many people have been detained in that facility or how many have signed a waiver allowing for the deportation process to occur, which is another option the administration is using to speed up these removals. We are still waiting on a response. Stefan?
Okay. Bennett Haeberle asking the questions tonight. Thanks so much.